I'm Taylor Perry. We're here at the South Coast Harvest Festival, and this is Hey Westport.
The Westport Harvest Festival has not been in town for around 20 years now. So Brian and Shelley took it upon themselves to bring it back, revamp it a little bit, and so now we're back. We're new and improved, but this is the South Coast Harvest Festival 2.0.
The Fairgrounds hosted its second annual South Coast Harvest Festival, a celebration that highlights the beauty of the fall season and the spirit of community. The event has quickly become a highlight of the season, bringing together residents and visitors alike. Assistant Director of the festival, Shannon Viveris, says the festival has something for everyone.
So the South Coast Harvest Festival is unlike anything we have in the region. We have professional garden displays, an expansive artisan marketplace, local food vendors and food trucks, lots of live music and entertainment for the kids and adults. There's something for everybody here. It's really awesome.
Holding a regional festival in Westport helps to foster community spirit and strengthen local identity.
What I love about this event, it is a true community event. We bring everybody together. What's cool about the South Coast Harvest Festival is it bridges the gap between the land and the sea. It's for the farmers, it's for the artisans, and it's for the locals.
For Westport resident Shannon, she went from vendor to visionary.
This is my first go. So last year was the first South Coast Harvest Festival. I came on as a vendor. I was selling laser engraved items, but I have a background in marketing and business. And so after the event, I reached out to Shelley, the event creator, and I said, hey, I would love to help take this event to the next level. I'm from Westport, born and raised. Let me help you. We'll really blow this up and make it something awesome. And so Shelley, without hesitation, took me on. I feel like more of a daughter to her at this point. She's welcomed me with open arms into her home. We have transformed the space to be even bigger and better than it was last year. We've expanded our marketplace. We got in more entertainment. We're advertising, and I'm hoping that this reaches the audience where everybody in the South Coast can join. It's not just for Westport, it's for everybody.
With enthusiastic volunteers and local support, there's a strong desire to make this an annual tradition.
This is the second annual South Coast Harvest Festival, but our goal is to make this a community staple for many years to come.
Looking for some fall fun? Check out the corn maze at the Buzzards Bay Brewery.
So right now we're standing in the middle of our corn maze here in Westport at Buzzards Bay Brewing.
This autumn, the Buzzards Bay Brewery transformed its field into a sprawling corn maze, attracting visitors from near and far. But this year, it's about more than just getting lost in the fun.
We've been working this farm and raising beer here for I forget how many years it is now. 26 years, and it's been going really well. You know, it's a family business. Most of the people that are making the beer and working here have been here for many, many years, many moons. And so on occasion, though, it's really great to try something new. And last year, especially coming out of COVID and all the mess that was to so many businesses, we figured now was about the right time to see if people want to come up to a corn maze in the middle of the fall in Westport and enjoy some beer, cider, or just food trucks and stuff. And so we started up last year, kind of to celebrate our 25th anniversary too. Do something big.
The maze features not only winding paths, but also puzzles.
This year we did a puzzle, so picture puzzles of words and things are out there, and there's 9 of them, and they're called, it's a rebus, R-E-B-U-S is the official name of that kind of a puzzle. I grew up with my dad drinking a beer that on the inside of the bottle cap on that beer there were all these little puzzles, and as kids we always had to try to solve the puzzle on the inside of the beer cap. And so when we were thinking about a challenge for this year, I was like, let's do that one. So it's a little bit fun. You got to go around the maze and try to find them all. It's not easy.
As the seasons change, the laughter and joy of this corn maze continue to echo through the fields. It's clear that in every twist and turn, the community is growing closer, one cornstalk at a time.
As a brewery, we've sometimes said we're brewing community more than we're brewing beer, because we've seen people come here, especially at a place like Buzzards Bay Brewing, where there is so much beauty and open space and farmland to sort of take in. It sort of brings that meeting with friends or something, it elevates it a bit. It makes it really special. And so people are able to make, really great memories, and it's a very unique experience coming and having some of our beer here. But yes, community is a big part of what we do. everybody really likes it. Some people get lost, but most people make it through.
Here's an update on the future of the Westport campgrounds.
The town bought the land, the campground land, from Martin Costa for the intent of, we believe there was a lot of different things that were talked about, but one of them was for fields for sports and a recreation area.
The future of the vacant campground property adjacent to the middle high school has been a topic of discussion for years now. Chairman of the Campground Committee, Jeff Wade, updates us on the process for developing the land.
So the town bought it, and then the Board of Select, they voted on it to transfer it over to the school. So now the school actually owns it. So where we stand now is that a few years ago, we put together the committee for the Campground Committee, and I'm the chair of that. And we looked into what the best use for it was at first. And we came up with all these different ideas, including, Council on Aging, parts of it for them, parts of it for the school, parts of it for the town, to have pathways to walk through and recreational areas. And then we brought that information back to the Board of Select, and then the direction was that it was going to be given to the school based on some studies that we did to see how many fields we could get on it.
Like every endeavor, the source of funding could be the biggest hurdle.
That's one of the things that we had talked about in our final final couple of meetings, and we have not actually gone into that to see how it would be, but one of them would be CPC money. And then other funding we have to find somehow. I mean, one option that we were thinking to help us out was possibly the Corps of Engineers could come down here and actually do all the grading and removal of trees and things like that. So, that's one option.
Jeff says initial proposals for the property could include more than just sports fields.
Another part that we have to do is we have to get it all cleared through the school to see that we are on the same page as they are as far as what it is that they want. So for instance, right now we're showing, if you look at some of the drawings, we're showing potential of three different fields, I think 2 soccer fields and a field hockey field, and they'll double also with softball and baseball. But so that's one option, and that maximizes the site. Now if we want to put in also for the community and the school, trees down the center and a nice walkway and picnic benches and a concession, small building also with toilet facilities, then that'll take up some more of the area. And there's one field right down the center that would be perfect for, and that's the second soccer field. So we'd still have one soccer field and one field hockey field, and then a softball field and a baseball field. And I think that would be really good to have a wide open, field that's just all grass is very difficult to, it's hard to sit around it because it's very, very hot at times. And the trees give shade. It also gives a break between the fields. And it also has, you can have a little playground there for kids and things like that too. And other functions. We did look at putting in, basketball courts or pickleball courts or shuffleboard or anything like that. Those things can also fit in that center area. So I personally think that it's good. We have the opportunity at this point to do a variety of things that will serve not only the school to a great extent, but also the entire town. And I think that's where it'll really help out.
With 13 acres of buildable land, this once popular campground has sat empty for years. For Athletic Director Shelley Morris, the sounds of student athletes on this property would be a boost for the school's sports program.
I think it would help our student athletes tremendously to have more additional fields put on site. This is a beautiful campus. Obviously, it would add to the community as well as just the well-being and benefit of our athletes, keeping them all together. Fan support, We have players going from one field to the other to watch each other play games. It would actually help us financially to eliminate the costs and the transportation costs that we pay to have teams shuttled to the old high school as well as Russell Davis fields. We have a varsity sport right now that doesn't play on our campus, which is our boys lacrosse team. So to have them be able to play on site, again, I think it's just atmosphere, camaraderie, even well-being.
Let's head to Lee's Market for a cup of coffee with the local police and their community outreach event.
Westport's police department is brewing community connections through a popular event known as Coffee with a Cop.
This event is a way for the police officers in town to come in and meet with the community, answer questions, get to know people, and pretty much just create relationships with the people that they protect.
Hosted by Lee's Market, this event aims to strengthen the relationship between law enforcement and the residents they serve.
I think it just shows that Westport has a great community base of people that care about each other and want to come together and even get to know each other better and be able to stop and ask questions and, find out what's going on around town.
Attendees had the chance to ask questions, express concerns, and discuss issues affecting their neighborhood, all while enjoying a warm cup of coffee in a relaxed setting.
And it's been fantastic. There's been a great group of officers that take time to come in and spend time with the community, and people are really receptive to it. They enjoy standing around, having a cup of coffee, a little snack, and talking to the police officers.
Coffee with a Cop is a step towards fostering a more connected and informed community.